Hello everyone, so today I will be teaching you how to play I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles, lead guitar, played by George Harrison. I'm going to be using this guitar. This is the Rickenbacker 425c62. This guitar is literally older than me, so we're going to be using pyramid flat wound strings because I feel that's what the Beatles use. At least that's the greatest sound I could get, you know, with these strings. So I'm pretty convinced the Beatles use these. They definitely use flat wound strings, I know that for a fact. And this guitar was mostly seen around George during the time, you know, the Beatles were recording I Want to Hold Your Hand and This Boy. So I'm pretty convinced that George used this beauty. Make a C chord, can't see it. I'm not going to be saying the strings, I guess I'm just too lazy to. And I'm gonna be plucking these strings, D string, G string, D string, and then make a D upwards. So strum upwards. So to start off the song, he goes like this. And you see what I did there? So when you go back to the D string, you're gonna release the D string. So what I usually do is after I strum the G string, I immediately move to the D major chord and strum the D string, which is open. So you get this. And then the last part, what he does is he gets the G string on the 4th fret and bends it upwards. Now for this chord, these chords are a little difficult, I guess. If you play them like this, you're not going to get a good sound. I play them like this. I just lay down my, so it's basically a B flat, except it's all the way down on the 10th fret. So bar this fret, and then you're going to be pressing down the D string, G string, and B string. So I do it like this. So you can play like this if you have really small fingers. I don't, so I play like this. So he plays it like this. And you're gonna take the same chord and move it down to the 5th fret. And then what he does is he presses down on the B string on the 7th fret and slides it down to the 5th fret. So, and then he presses it again and then presses the G string on the 4th fret. On the live, when he plays the song live, he does this. So yeah, sorry for the mistakes. I haven't played guitar in a while. I'm getting back to it, and I have a lot of George Harrison guitars, so I wanna make videos with the same guitars he used. And then you're gonna get the 2nd fret of the G string, or G string of the 2nd fret, and bend it. So what he does, he bends on the 2nd fret of the G string, and then he releases it, plays an open G. So, and then you're gonna play a C, D, G, E, or E minor. I think this is called an E minor. Back to the C, and then take your C, move it all the way to the 3rd fret, and then use your pinky and press the G string of the 5th fret, and then this. So we're gonna play in order here. So and then he plays this chord again. And then back to it when they sing, oh yeah, or whatever. To the bridge, I believe this is the bridge. I forgot my musicology, if that's a real term. Play the other part where the Beatles sing, and when I touch you, I feel happy inside. I'm not gonna sing it, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. So what George does is he starts on the D string and makes his way down, all the way down to the high E string. So instead of strumming, he picks them individually. I don't remember what this chord is called, so don't flame me for it. But it's basically a B minor, but it's played on a 5th fret. So bar down, the 5th fret, middle finger on the B string, and then your 2 fingers, 1 finger here on the D string, and then your pinky on the G string. So he plays this. Oh, my bad. And then you're gonna make a G right here. Play a G, bar this down, that's a G. And then do the same thing again with the same strings. And then a C. And then an A minor. And then do it again. And then back to the intro little thing where he goes. So this is where the Beatles sing, "I Can't Hide." And that's pretty much the song. Now we're gonna play the outro. Outro gets a little trickier, but it's pretty much the same thing. So you have the C, D, G, E minor, back to C, and then move that C with that pinky all the way to 3rd fret. And then what George does, it's kind of hard to hear on the original record, but what George does is he does this little twist. I might mess it up, but forgive me if I do. So he also did it on the Ed Sullivan Show. It's not hard to hear it on the original record, but it's easy to miss it. So what I use is my ring finger on the 10th fret of the G string, and he's gonna be bending it twice. So, and then after you bend this string twice, you're gonna go to the 7th fret of the high E string, and then while this finger, so it's kind of tricky, so, and then this same string, same finger, you just move it down to the 9th fret, and then you're gonna do a little thing. So play the G string on 9th fret, move it down to the 7th fret, same string, and then D string back on 9th fret. So it's like, and then when the Beatles sing their ending, their outro, where they sing, "I wanna hold your hand," and then George strums. And then pay attention to this. This is the outro, so you're gonna be playing the B string, or A string, I'm sorry. This is the A string, D string, and then you're gonna be hitting your A string on the 3rd fret, and then the D string on the 2nd fret. So and then you're gonna release, you're gonna play an open D. So it's this. And then back to it. Play the same thing. And then play a G. That's pretty much it. It's a really simple song on lead guitar. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments. And there'll be more tutorials on the Beatles. If you have any suggestions, let me know, and I could do that as well. Thanks for watching.